All right, all right, all right, all right. Yes, a very good morning, crypto ambassadors. Good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are across the world. Let me hope we are okay. Let me hope we are fine. Today is a Monday. My name is Sembata Chris from Uganda. I'm one of the leaders that you are working with in this very wonderful opportunity of cryptocurrency trading using Royal Q. So, as always, Monday, signals and presets. And today we are going to talk about the super bull run strategy. The super bull run strategy. I've seen a lot of people complaining about the market, but you should get used to it. You should get used to it. That's how the market moves. It is always low and high, always low and high. So we have been experiencing a downward movement. For those ones who have been asking themselves questions, I told you that when you look at the price of Bitcoin, Bitcoin contributes 50% to the rise and fall of the market. When you see the price of Bitcoin going down, expect some of the coins also to be performing poorly in the market. And when you see the price of Bitcoin going up, you simply see that some of the coins, their market rises. And yesterday, we experienced a reduction in the Bitcoin price. Bitcoin went to up to, I think, was it 62,000 dollars. Then today by the approval of the Hong Kong Bitcoin ETFs, we have seen Bitcoin moving up to $66,000. $66,000. That's why you are seeing that the market is in green. It is in positive because we have experienced an upward movement in the Bitcoin price. So you should be able to analyze that. You should be able to understand that, and you stop complaining about the market being down. So, as a person who is into the cryptocurrency industry, you should be able to understand that Bitcoin contributes 50% to the rise and fall of the market. I told you there are two factors that can determine the movement of the market. One is the Bitcoin price, the movement of the Bitcoin. Two is the positive and negative news in the market. Whenever you see negative news in the cryptocurrency industry, negative news create fear in people's minds, and this fear results into people withdrawing money from the market because it creates fear and panic. So that fear and panic leads people to withdraw money from the market, contributing to the fall of the market. And once you see positive news in the market, like the Bitcoin ETFs in Hong Kong, that is a positive news in the market. So positive news creates excitement in the market and force people to invest more money in the market, hence contributing to the rise of the prices in the market of cryptocurrency. So as a trader, you should be able to analyze that. Someone came into my inbox yesterday, sent a message, and I just looked at the message because he was telling me, explain the red market towards the Bitcoin halving. Explain the red market towards the Bitcoin halving. By the time he came into the inbox, Bitcoin had just dropped. The price of Bitcoin had just dropped. And in my trainings, I always talk about the effect of Bitcoin in the market. The effect of Bitcoin in the market. So if you cannot analyze that as a person who is in crypto, to understand that BTC contributes 50% to the rise and fall of the market, then you are in a wrong place. As I'm talking right now, this is the price of Bitcoin. Right now. Right now. But by the time we slept, Bitcoin was at I think $62,000. $62,000. But by the approval of the Bitcoin ETFs in Hong Kong, Bitcoin has risen from this amount to this amount. This is why you are seeing the market is in positive. This is why you are seeing some of the coins, the market is in positive. And when you also open your RoyalQ account, you look at that the number of coins that are in green, the number of coins that are in green is more than those ones that are in red, because the price of Bitcoin has slightly gone up. That's why we say that Bitcoin contributes 50% to the rise and fall of the market. When you see the Bitcoin price going down, expect the market also to be down. When you see it going up, it affects these other coins, which means also their market will be, some of the coins, their market will be up. So I don't know why people always create that fear in their mind. Oh, the market is negative. I'm in negative. I'm in negative. Seriously, I'm in negative for 2 weeks. I don't know what is happening. You should be able to know that as a person who is in the cryptocurrency industry. The market is always like that. It won't be high every time. It has to go low for people to buy. It has to go high for people to sell. That's how the market moves. So you find someone complaining of the market being down. If you have capital, you buy, because the market won't be down forever. It will go up. I've given you an example of BTC. We slept when Bitcoin was at $62,000. But today's morning, it is at $66,000. That's the nature of the market. So instead of complaining that the market is down, if you have money, open more margin calls for your robot to buy more. You will thank me later. Otherwise, the number is still small for me to get started. I want to get started when we at least 100 people. Leaders who are here, keep on giving out the link. V2s, V3s, keep on giving out the link. Keep on giving out the link. I want to start at least when we are 100. People who come late are the ones that ask more questions because they have missed the first information. Because they have missed the first information when we were starting. So I need to start when we are at least 100. At least 100, we are 93. Remaining only 7 people for me to get started. The super bull run strategy. If you miss the calculations at first, then you will not understand the super bull run strategy. I was here last Monday. The super bull run strategy was confusing a lot of people, because those who are confused are the ones that came late in the training. But those who were here at first, they understood the super bull run strategy. Super bull run strategy. You are going to compound with the 2 coins, and 1 coin is going to give you a lot of profit. You are going to be investing 40% of your trading capital as first buy-in amount in the first coin you are going to be trading. That's what we are going to look at. Okay, we have reached 100. We have reached 100. This is very grateful. Let me stop wasting people's time. Hey. Someone last time came on the Uganda Zoom and instructed his leader to stop wasting their time. That for them they are busy, so he should stop wasting their time. People are very funny. He came to the Zoom and told his leaders, please stop wasting our time. For us, we are busy at work. So go straight to the point. Ayabas. So the super bull run strategy. In the super bull run strategy, this is what you are going to, this is what you should understand. You are going to trade 3 coins in a day. You are going to trade 3 coins in a day. That is number 1. If one sells, you set another one. If one sells, you set another one. Don't exceed 3 coins. That is the super bull run strategy. In 1 coin, the first coin you are going to trade, that's why I have used the 1 here. The first coin you are going to trade equals to 40%. Equals to 40% of your trading capital. Of your trading capital as, let me first mute these ones. Of your trading capital as first buy-in amount. As first buy-in amount. Meaning that the first coin you are going to trade, you are going to invest 40% of your trading capital as first buy-in amount. 40% of your trading capital as your first buy-in amount. Let's say, for example, you are using $500. You are using $500 as your capital. 40% of $500, it is $200. Someone will ask me, how have you got the $200? When we say 40%, when we talk of 40%, percentages, it is at 100, meaning that it will be 40 divided by 100 times your capital, $500. Close here and close here, close here and close here, which means it is going to be 4 times 50, which is giving you $200. Meaning that in your first coin, remember, I told you, you are supposed to trade 3 coins in a day. In your first coin, when you are setting, you are going to invest $200 as your first buy, as your first buy in amount. You are going to invest $200 as your first buy in amount. Now, $500 minus 200. You are going to remain with $300. You are going to remain with $300. Now, $300 get $300 it using first coin. We traded it using $200 as our first buy, in amount. The second coin, we shall trade it with $100. But we cannot use all our $100 as first buy in amount. That's why we shall divide 100 divided by 6, and you get $16 as your first buy in amount for the second coin. And the third coin, it is the same. We shall divide by 6 and get $16 as our first buy in amount. Who has understood that? If you have understood it, type 3 in the chat. If you have understood it, type 3 in the chat. A little bit. A little bit. Okay, so if you have understood that, type 3. If you have understood that, type 3. Someone is saying, are we safe? Someone is saying, are we safe? So if you have understood that, type a 3. Type a 3 in the chat if you have understood that. Someone was calling me. On my side, network isn't clear. Now, so I should call the network guys to give you a clear network. Look for an area where there is a good network. You know Africa, our problems, you know them. Network is always our problem, so you cannot avoid it. So, I was saying, you are going to trade 2 signals. I have changed depending on the movement of the market. I'm going to trade 2 signals in a day. Are we together? You should trade 2 signals in a day. So you are using $500 as your trading capital. I'm repeating. And in one coin, you are going to put 40% of your capital. Are we together? In the second coin, you are going to divide the balance here, because 40%, it is $200. It is $200. You will be remaining with $300. Divide this by 3. Divide this by 3. Then you will be getting $100. So in the first coin, put 40%. In the second coin, you are going to put $100. You reserve the $200 on your account. You reserve the $200 on your Binance account, such that if these 2 signals that you have traded, if they don't deliver in a day, you have another $200, or you have another $100 on your Binance account that you can use to set another thing. Are we together? So I said 40%. 40%, it is 40 divided by 100 times your capital. For example, $500. Cancel here and cancel there. Cancel here and cancel there, which is going to be and cancel here, which is going to be 40 times 5, which is giving you $200. So in the first coin, you are going to invest $200 as your first buying amount. FBA, first buying amount. The first coin will take $200 as the first buying amount. Now, what is the amount? What amount are you going to invest in the second coin? Just get, if you get 500 minus $200, the one you have put in the first coin, you are going to remain with $300. So get 300 divided by 3, which is giving you $100. It is giving you $100. So in the second coin, it means you're going to invest $100 what? $100. Now, what is the first buy-in amount? Because we cannot invest all our $100 as first buy-in amount in the second coin. We want to trade it with margin calls. So divide this by 6. 6 is the number of margin calls. So giving you $16 as first buy-in amount. Giving you $16 as first buy-in amount for the second coin. For the second coin, I repeat for people to understand. Because if you don't understand the calculations, you will not be able to calculate your capital very well. For example, let's say you are using $300 as your trading capital. If we say 40% of $300, it is going to be $120. That means in the first coin, you are going to invest $120 as first buy-in amount. So you are going to remain with $180 on your Binance account untouched. Divide this by 3. So if you divide this by 3, you are going to get $60. $60. Meaning that in the second coin, you are going to invest $60. But what is the first buy-in amount? The first buy-in amount is going to be $10. Because it is going to be 60 divided by 6, giving you $10. What is 6? 6 is the number of margin calls. I repeat now with the different trading capital. I'm giving you examples of different trading capital for you to learn how to calculate using the Super Bull Run strategy. Trade. You will trade 2 coins in a day using the Super Bull Run strategy. For example, you are using $500 as your trading capital. In the first coin, you will invest 40%. 40% of your capital. The Super Bull Run strategy starts from $300 and above. $300 and above. So if you are trading using $500, I don't know if someone is getting me, but I'm trying to make this thing clear. What is 40% of 500? It is $200. Meaning that in the first coin, you are going to invest $200 as first buy-in amount. The first coin takes $200 as first buy-in amount. It takes $200 as first buy-in amount. So on your 500, if you remove 200, you have remained with $300. Divide this by 3. And it is going to give you $100. So in the second coin that you are going to trade, or in the second signal that you are going to trade, you are going to invest $100. $100. So we shall not invest all this $100 once in the coin as first buy-in amount. That's why we divide it by 6. 6 is the number of margin calls. And this gives us $16 as first buy-in as first buying amount. You have understood type 5. Type 5 in the chat. Type 5 in the chat. The first coin has margin calls. Please don't rush. The first coin has margin calls. Don't rush. That's why we are here. I'm here to teach you. Be willing to learn and know where it is going to end from. If you have understood that, type 5 in the chat. Okay. So now we go to the signals. We go to the signals. For new people who have just started, I have finished the calculation. So understand it from there. I've finished the calculations, how you calculate the capital with the Super Burani strategy. Now we go on with the signal. For new people, this is what we call trading signals. This is what we call trading signals. And if you look at the signal, what you should identify first in the signal, it is the name of the coin or trading pair given to you to trade. Given to you to trade in YoroYoChu application or to set in YoroYoChu app. In this case, we are given a coin called OM stroke USDT. That is the name of the trading pair given to us to trade in our YoroYoChu application. Then we are given TP. TP means take a profit. The amount of profit by percentage you want from this coin in case the robot buys it and sells it. The amount of profit you want by percentage from this coin in case the robot buys it and sells it. How much are you going to make? You will make 3%. You make 3% of your trading capital or 3% of the money you have invested in the coin. That is the profit you will make. You will make 3% of the money you invested in a coin. Are we together? And in your YoroYoChu application, when you are setting this signal, you will not find the word TP. TP is not there. What you will find will be hold position, take a profit ratio. Hold position, take a profit ratio. This is the word you will find. And this word means TP. This word means TP. I'm explaining the signal. Someone came into my inbox last time. He was telling me, why don't you give all the words? You write all the words in the signal so that we can understand the meaning of each word in the signal when we are setting. So pay much attention when I'm explaining what these things mean. Because when you are sending your signal, you will find these things and you will not know what do they mean. Then we have preset. Preset is a trigger price. It is a price you want your robot to start buying the coin you have set. It is a price you want your robot to start buying a coin you have set. Sometimes you people set a signal and the robot does not buy the coin, then you keep on complaining on the groups. Leader, I don't know what happened. I have fuel, is there. I have capital on my Binance, but I have set this coin Since morning, the robot is not buying the coin. What happened to my robot? My robot is not buying. My robot is not buying. Yay! It is because the price has not yet dropped. The current price has not yet dropped to your preset price. That's why the robot has not yet bought the coin. So if the coin takes 4 hours, when the robot has not bought it, please cancel the trade. Then you go and set another one. Meaning that the current price has not dropped to your preset price, so that the robot can start buying this coin. So you can cancel the trade if the coin has taken 4 hours without the robot buying it. You can cancel the trade. Then we have TP callback. This one, in YOLO2 application, it means hold position, take a profit, callback. That's what it means. Hold position, take a profit, callback. That's what it means in your application when you are setting this signal. And what does it mean in the actual sense? Take a profit callback helps the robot to sell. It helps the robot to sell depending on what you have seen. They have given you 0.01. This is what it means in this diagram. This is 0.01. This is TP callback. TP callback. And this is 3% take a profit. 3% take a profit. I'm explaining using this diagram. You are instructing the robot, telling it that when the market goes up by 3% and it tries to come back a little bit down by 0.01, please sell. You are telling the robot, please sell. Now, since the market moves like this in a zigzag form, the market may rise to 3% and it tries to come back a little bit by 0.01. This is your selling point of the robot. This is your selling point. That when the market rises by 3% and it tries to come back down by 0.01, you are commanding your robot to sell. So that means TP callback, it is your selling point. It helps you to come out from the market. Are we together? So if you have set 3%, in this case, you are not going to get exactly 3%. Why? It is going to be 3% minus 0.01. Why? Because the market went up by 3% and it came back down by 0.01. So your robot sold the coin when the market went to 0.01. So it will be 3% minus 0.01. That's why sometimes some of you complain that you gave a take a profit of 3% to the robot, but when the robot sold, it didn't give you 3%. It gave you 2.97 or 2 point something. Then you ask, where has the other percentage gone? It is here. If you have understood that, type a 3. Type a 3 in the chat if you have understood that. If you have understood that, type a 3 in the chat. Type a 3 in the chat. And then there is another incident. There is another incident that can happen in the market. We have got people, you command your robot to give you 3% take a profit, and you end up getting 4% or 5%. What has happened in the market? Maybe this coin you are trading, it has the ability to give you more than 3%. Maybe the coin you are trading, it has the ability to give you more than 3%. What happens? Let me draw my line to help you understand. This is 3%. Take a profit. And this is 5%. Take a profit. This is 0.01. This is TP callback. And this is 0.01, also TP callback. What does it mean here? If the market rises by 3% and it tries to come down by 0.01 and it doesn't touch this point 0.01 and doesn't touch this point 0.01, then the market continues to go up. The market continues to go up by 5%. Take a profit. Then when it reaches 5% take a profit, then it tries to come down and touches this 0.01, which was your selling point. That means the robot will sell at 5%. Why? It is because when it rises by 3%, it didn't come down to 0.01 here. It didn't come down to 0.01. So it continued to go up by 5%. When it reached 5%, this is when it touched the 0.011 line. Now, your robot will sell at 5%. This is where some of you set a take a profit of 3% and you end up getting 5% or 4% from the market. If you understood that, type a 3 in the chat. Type a 2. Type a 2. In the chat.
All right, guys, we have lost our speaker. But before I start, I want to give a signal. And this signal is a sure deal. This signal is a sure deal. You can invest whatever you want and take 10%. It is a sure deal. This coin is going to be listed by OKX in the coming few hours from now. It's already on an uptrend, forming a very nice histogram move. You can take not less than 10%. Invest whatever you want. It is a sure deal. Invest whatever you want. It's going to be listed on OKX. It means there will be a sharp shoot. The signal is called YIF. WAFI. Okay, it's a meme token. It's a meme token, and it's gonna give you some stupid money. So if you are interested in making some stupid money, please, the signal is there. Those who can go long term, you can even take up to, but it can give up to 41%. Those who have fear take 10%. Those who are a little bit stronger and you can wait for some more time, you can take up to 20%. But it's going to be listed by OKX in the coming few hours. It's already on your Binance account. It's already forming signals of uptrend. Thank you so much. Back to you, sir.
Yes, someone was calling me. That's why I lost the network. But we go on. So we have a drop. This drop means margin call drop. It means margin call drop. Margin call drop. And where do you find margin call drop? Where do you find margin call drop? Margin call drop, it is found when you click on margin configuration. Some people, the reason is why I'm explaining this up to this point. Some people, they see what is in the signal and then they end up getting confused. I don't know why. What does drop mean? Where does drop go? Where do you put drop? Where do you put drop? Where? Then you find someone. That's why I'm giving you full explanation of this. Drop means margin call drop. Margin call drop. And where do you find margin call drop? When you click on margin configuration, when you are setting the signal. So I think this one makes everything easy. You click on margin configuration, then you find margin call drop. So what they are telling you, it is break the 15%, break it into smaller units, depending on the number of margin calls that you have opened up, or depending on the number of margin call limit. Margin call limit. Margin call limit. The word margin call limit means number of margin calls. Means number of margin calls. So they are telling you that break this 15%, break it into smaller units or into smaller figures, depending on the number of margin call limit. Depending on the number of margin call limit. Hope someone have understood. What if they give you 15%? What do you do? What if they give you 4%? What do you do? What if they give you 3%? What do you do? Such kind of questions from people. Then I've made it simple. That drop, when they give you drop 15%, they are telling you, break 15% into smaller figures or smaller units, depending on the number of margin calls that you have opened up. That means when you open up 5 margin call limit, and we say the margin call limit means what? Means number of margin calls. If you open up 5 margin calls, they are telling you break break this drop into smaller figures depending on the number of margin calls that you have opened up, which is going to be 15 divided by 5. 5 is the number of margin calls, 15 is the drop. So the answer you get, the answer you get 15 divided by 5, what is it? Let me see those ones who are very good at mathematics. 15 divided by 5, what is it? 15 divided by 5, 3. 3. You get 3. Meaning that the first call will be 3. Second call, third call, fourth call, fifth call. But there are some people who are very good at mathematics who can break 15% into smaller units. Into smaller what? Into smaller units. And they end up getting 15%. Because we have opened up 5 margin calls. This is 1. We have put 3. If you add up all of this, you are getting 15%, which is our drop given in the signal. But if you are very good at mathematics, me, I'm not good at mathematics, you can break into smaller units depending on the number of margin calls that you have opened up. But you make sure that the total you get into those smaller units that you have broken down should be giving you answer 15. Should be giving you answer 15. If you have understood that, type a 2 in the chat. If you have understood that, type a 2 in the chat. If you have understood that, type a 2 in the chat. If you have understood that, type a 2 in the chat. And you will see. Yes. So they are telling you, break the drop into smaller figures. Are we together? Break that drop into smaller figures or into smaller numbers, depending on the number of margin call limit or the number of margin calls that you have opened up. That's what they are telling you. Simple. You get the drop. Are we together? So now we go to setting of our signal. That I was analyzing the signal. I was still analyzing the signal. We go to our setting of the signal. It is OM USDT. Come here, click on home, come to the search bar. Come here, put in OM. It is here. OM stroke USDT. Click on the coin anywhere. Tap. Then if you find this notification, just click on I understand or click on the X. It will disappear. Come down here and you click on create. Click on create. Then come on martingale. Click on martingale. And again come and you click on create. Then come down here and you click on next. Then come to trade setting. Come to trade setting and make sure you are at manually create. So this is what I've been talking about, first buy in amount. I said in the first coin, we shall invest 40%. 40% of our trading capital. Meaning that here, in our first coin, you are going to invest 40%. This is $200. That is the first signal you are going to trade. The first signal, you put $200. Come here, open up 5. The Super Bull Run strategy. 5. I told you margin call limit means number of margin calls. Means number of margin calls. So just come here and put 5. Put 5. Then we have this. I told you this in the signal. It is given as TP, or sometimes it is given as take a profit. It is given as take a profit. So if you look at the signal that we are setting, we are given 3%. So come here and you put 3%. Put in 3%. Then we have TP callback, whole position take a profit callback. This one in the signal, it is given as TP callback. TP callback. In the signal, this signal, it is given as TP. It is given as TP callback. This is given as a TP callback. So come here and you put 0.01. I told you what it means. Then come on buy in callback. This one you can put 0.1. 0.1. Then you come and you change the strategy mode from cycle and you put one shot. You just click on the word cycle. You click on the word cycle, then it will change to one shot. After there, yes, so I'm very sorry. People are disturbing me. Today is Monday. They are calling me like nothing. Ah, I think people need like 3 phones. You have 3 phones. These relatives, family members, and what? You give them a different number. Okay. So let's go on. So I told you that margin call drop, it is given in the signal as drop. It is given in the signal as drop. And the drop given in the signal, here, they are telling you they are telling you, am I still on? These people. Okay. No, network is clear, but people who are calling me, they are the ones disrupting this training. I don't know why they are telling me, but they are keeping on calling me. Okay, if I'm continue, let me wind up. I think I'm needed. Okay. So they are telling you to break this drop of 15%. Break it into smaller units so that you can get figures to be put here. So that you can get figures to be put there. And the formula could be drop divided by number of margin call limit. Drop divided by number of margin call limit. What is our margin call limit? It is here. 5. Then what is our drop? What is our drop? Our drop is 15. Our drop is 15%. If the formula is drop divided by number of margin call limit, it is 15 divided by 5, which is going to give you 3%. Come here and take 3%, 3%, 3%, 3%, 3%. Are we together? 3%. But if you are very good at mathematics, me, I'm not good at mathematics, so I make everything simple for me. Things of finding X and Y, algebra, what? They were very difficult for me. You can use this, but there is someone who can break 15% into smaller units. If you can, it is okay. If you don't know, like me, you can use this. Then come on multiple buy-in ratio. Multiple buy-in ratio. Multiple means multiplication. The robot multiplies the figure you are putting here. It multiplies the figure you are putting here. It multiplies it with your first buy. So come here and put 1. 1, 1, 1, 1, and 1. Then after, you come and you click on sure. So after clicking on sure, as you are seeing my settings, after clicking on sure, click on save. Click on save. Change the mode. Change the mode first to sub-bin. Some people are very funny. Some people are very funny. When I'm explaining these things, people don't listen. I told you when you are trading in the sub-bin mode, when the robot sells the FIFI margin call, it will show you that it has sold, but you will not get the profit. The profit is going to be used to invest more in the coin, or to buy more of that coin. And when it buys more of the coin, it is creating a new average price. it is creating a new average price, which is going to help this coin to come out from the floating loss as soon as possible. Someone was at my training group yesterday, came and said, my robot sold, but it didn't give me the profit. I told him, my question was, which mode are you trading in? He was trading in sub-bin mode. Then I asked myself a question, what did I tell you? When you trade in a sub-bin mode, when the robot sells, the FIFI call, it will not give you the profit, but rather it will use that profit to buy more of the coin. Are we together? When it buys more, it will create another new average price that is moving close to the current price to help this coin to come out from the floating loss. Then you click on sure. Then you click on what? On sure. So we have what we call preset price. First preset buy-in price. This one in the signal, it is given as preset. It is given as preset. So come in the signal. Come in the signal here. Preset is 0.7299. You enter the price. Enter it here. Click there. 0.72990. So they are saying that the robot will only buy when the current price, where is the current price? The current price is here of the coin. They are telling you that the robot will only buy when the current price of the coin drops to your preset. Drops to your preset. When the current price drops to your preset, that's when the robot will buy the coin. Then you click on sure. You click on sure. Are you seeing? This is the current price of the coin, and this is our preset. So we want our robot to start buying this coin when the current price drops to our preset. The current price drops to our preset. So some of you who are trading this coin, when you look at it, the current price is still higher than the what? Than the preset. Meaning that the robot has not yet bought this coin. The robot has not yet bought this coin. Because preset price, it is a trigger price. It is a price you want your robot to start buying this coin. So this current price has to drop to this preset so that the robot can start buying this coin. If the current price has not dropped to our preset, the robot will not buy the coin. And I told you, if it takes 4 hours without buying the coin, you can cancel the coin. You can cancel the coin. There is no reason as to why you come to the platform, to our platform of Crypto Ambassadors, and then you start. I don't know what happened to my robot. I set the coin. The robot is not buying. If it takes 4 hours without buying, cancel the trade. You are losing nothing. Cancel the trade. It means that the current price has not dropped to the preset given. So the robot will not buy. There is no any problem with your robot. So long as you have fuel, you have trading capital. This is the first coin we are trading. After there, you click on activate. You click on activate and you start the what? You start the trade. Immediately the robot has bought. If the robot buys this coin, come and you change change the first buying amount from 200 and you use 10 and you use 20. And you use 20. Why are we changing? We are changing the 200 to 20 for our robot to buy the remaining, the margin calls, these margin calls that we have. Remember, I repeat for you to understand, we had $500 as our trading capital. We have invested $200 at first in our first signal. Then we remained with 300. We remained with $300. We divided this by 3, meaning that in the second signal, we shall put $100. In the second what? In the second signal. So 500 minus 300. The $100 that we are going to put in the second signal plus this $200 that we put in the coin at first, we shall remain with $200. Now, we shall use $100. We shall use $100 for margin calls. For margin calls of our first coin that we set. Our first coin that we set. So you are going to get 100 divided by 5. You get 20. So immediately the $200 have gone to the market. If the robot buys, the $200 have gone to the market already. Change from 200 and put 20. 20 is now for margin calls in case the market drops to this percentage. To this percentage, the robot will use 20. It will be 1 times 20, 1 times 20, 1 times 20, 1 times 20, 1 times 20. Now, this one is going to be used for margin calls. For buying margin calls. The other money has gone to the market already, the 200. We are still on one coin, the first coin. We are still on the what? On the first signal that you are setting. After the robot has bought the coin, change the $200 to $20. If you have understood that, type 3 in the chat. If you have understood that, type 3 in the chat. If you have understood that, type 3 in the chat. So the reason is why we are doing this. We want that one coin to give you more profit as you are compounding with the rest of the signal. Are we together? Okay. So if you have understood that, then that is okay. You change from 200 to 20. Now, if you look at our capital, we had the $500. We used the $200 as our first buying amount. Then we remained with 300. Divide this by 3. You are going to be getting $100. So in the second signal, This was in the first coin. The first coin we used the $200 as our first buying amount. So in the second signal, we shall trade it using $100, but we shall not invest all our $100 as first buying amount. So we divide this by 6. Divide this by 6 and get $16 as our first buying amount for the second signal that we are going to trade. For the second signal that we are going to trade. Meaning that we have already so far used the $300 and we have remained with $200. On our $200, which is reserved on our digital bank of Binance, we shall use $100. We shall use $100 for margin calls of our first coin, and then our $100 are going to be reserved on Binance. They are going to remain untouched. They are going to remain untouched. So in case these two coins don't sell, you have another $100 that you can use to set a coin tomorrow. To set a coin tomorrow. In case these two, the second signal and the first signal you traded, in case they don't deliver, you have another $100 reserved on our digital bank of Binance, so that you can set another coin tomorrow. That is the calculations. That is the calculation you can use with the super bull run strategy. So meaning that if you are setting another signal, you are going to start with $16 as your first buying amount. This remains the same, 5. This is given in the signal and this is given in the signal. When you come on margin configuration, for example, if they set another signal, if they send another signal and the drop is 4%, the drop is 4%, of course, you know what to do. I told you, break the drop into smaller units or smaller numbers or small figures, depending on the number of margin call limit, which is going to be drop is 4 and margin call limit is 5. That means 4 divided by 5. So here it will change. Instead of 3, you are going to put 0.8. 0.8, 0.8, 0.8, 0.8, 0.8. This remains the same, 1, 1. Where have I got 0.8? Some people are very funny. Where have I got 0.8? It is 4 divided by 5. What is 4? 4 is our drop. And what is 5? 5 is margin call limit. Margin call limit. If a signal comes like that, there are different signals. If a signal comes with maybe, if it comes like this, drop use bull run strategy. When they tell you drop use bull run strategy, they are telling you to use 0.2, 0.3, 0.5, 1% and 1%. If they tell you, if a signal comes and tells you drop use bull run strategy, drop use bull run strategy, that means here, I told you drop means margin call drop. Drop means margin call. It means margin call drop. When they tell you drop use bull run strategy, they are telling you here use 0.2, 0.3, 0.5, 1% and 1%. This remains the same. 1%, 1%. You have understood that? Type a 4 in the chat. Type a 4 in the chat. Type a 4 in the chat. Type a 4 in the chat if you have understood that. If you have understood that, type a 4 in the chat. And I see. So where is the first buy now? So where is the first $200 we use? The first $200 have already gone to the market. The robot has already used them to buy. this coin. So they have already gone to the market. We change to 20 because we want the robot to add in money when it is buying margin calls. Should the AI margin call remain on? AI margin call should be on. What happens when I use 0.1? Who has told you to use 0.1 on the take a profit? Please don't create your own things. Use 0.01. 0.1. Eh? And 0.01, which one is higher? You will find that 0.1 is higher. We don't want our robot to delay in the market. I know you are asking this question because you used the 0.1 on take a profit callback. You are asking that question because you used the 0.1. Go and change it to 0.01. Your robot will delay in the it will delay in the market. The robot will delay in the market if you use 0.1 on TP callback, on take a profit callback. Use 0.0. Other people will be celebrating their robots as have sold. And then for you will be crying on our groups, I'm stealing the coin. I'm stealing the coin. I don't know what to do. Okay. How can I cancel the trade? Where there is a word pause, you can cancel from there. What happens when I use, hey, okay, is this record on YouTube, sir? Yes, I think it is recorded. Sir, what of a signal when it doesn't have preset? Huh? Halima Muzachi. What happens if a signal does not have preset? What if I switch off the AI? If I want my robot to buy faster, it is you who knows. If you want your robot to buy faster, yes, switch off the AI. What happens? What if the signal does not have preset? Someone is asking, what if the signal does not have preset? If it doesn't have preset and they are telling you to buy at current price, now like this signal. You know, people are very funny. Now like this signal. Let me see. Let me look at it. Let me look at it. Me, I will teach you. The government will only know what it will give me. Now like this signal. Preset, current price. Preset, current price. Those signals are very common. What did they tell you? People are very fun, I have noticed. This is the current price. If they tell you preset is current price, get this price here. Get this price here. Enter it here. Enter it here. Get this price here. If they tell you, please take a note. I come here and speak what is people take them for granted. If they tell you preset is current price, this is the current price. Get that price, put it here. And change the mode. If you open up 1 to 4 margin calls, it should be warehouse. It should be warehouse mode. When you open up more than 4, let's say 5 margin calls and above, 5 margin calls and above, You can decide to trade into sub-bin mode or sub-bin mode real-time settlement, depending on what you want. When you go to sub-bin mode real-time settlement, the robot will sell the FIFI call and it will give you profit, but the coin will be in floating loss. So you will be in floating loss while making profit. That is sub-bin mode real-time settlement. If you open up more than 5 margin calls or more than 4 margin calls, if you go under sub-bin mode, the robot will sell the FIFI call, but it will not give you the profit. The profit will be used to invest more in the coin so that the robot creates another new average price. And this coin will come out from the floating loss as soon as what? As possible. Now, as a trader, what is your goal of trading? Do you want to be in floating loss while making profit? Or do you want to come out from the floating loss? I have explained the two modes, sub-bin and sub-bin mode real-time settlement. Change the mode depending on the mode you want to trade in. Then come and you click on activate. I repeat the statement. If a signal comes with preset current price, where do you get the current price of the coin? Current price is here. It is here. If a signal comes and says preset current price, get this price here. Put it here. Change the mode and start the trade in the mode you are trading in. And I said, if you have 1 to 4 margin calls, it should be a warehouse, whether you like it or not. When you open up 2 margin calls or 3, when you open up 1, 2, 3, and 4 margin calls, you should be trading in warehouse. You should be in warehouse. But if you open up more than 4 margin calls, let's say 5 margin calls and above, you can decide which mode do you want to trade in. Is it sub-bin or sub-bin mode real-time settlement? According to what I have explained to you, according to what I've told you, these two modes mean. So it is up to you. If you have understood that, type a 4 in the chat. I think my explanation is very clear. I don't want to waste more time. I don't want to waste more time. Someone is asking, what is the effect of opening 5 margin calls on warehouse? What have I explained? What have I explained about sub-bin and sub-bin real-time settlement? About the 5 margin calls. You people, God will punish you. What if I activate? What if I just activate minus putting that preset of current price? It is okay. Me, I've just made it simple for someone to, because there are people who are used to putting prices. If you tell them that when a signal comes with current price, on preset don't put anything, they will not understand. They will not understand. They will not understand. So now to make it easy, that's why I've told you, get this current price, put it here, and click on activate. Change the mode, click on activate. But if your mind is very good at understanding, if they tell you that signal preset is current price, if your mind is very good at understanding, here don't put anything, just change the mode and activate. If your mind is okay with understanding, you are sharp, You are bright. Hey. If they tell you preset is current price, here don't put anything. Change the mode and activate. But if your mind is not sharp like mine, if your mind is not sharp like mine, the current price is here. Get this current price, put it here, change the mode, and start the trade. Akosikaddamu. Someone is asking now, preset. I've been talking. This person has come late. You will go to our YouTube channel. I forgot to change to sub-bin mode on 5 margin calls. It's okay. It's okay. Good enough for me. I tell you to change the mode first, then wait. Then you forgot. Now, whom are you blaming? Are you blaming me? I did not teach you well, or you are blaming yourself? Me, I told you, change the mode, then you forgot. If at all I use one call, yes, you can use 15 as given in the signal. If you use one call, hey, if you use one call, you can use 15 call as given in the signal. No, sir, I'm not blaming you, but myself. I'm asking, what would affect my trade? Of course, you are into sub-bin, and the robot will not accept. It will tell you you have more than 5 margin calls. Please change. English is too much, but we have our Luganda training at 8:30 Ugandan time. People don't attend. Sir, you have skipped my question about the difference in capital displayed in ROYO2 and the difference in capital displayed in ROYO2 and Binance. Hey, English is good for Kenyans like me. Okay. Someone is English teacher should be returning our fees. You people, what is this? There is fire in the chat. Someone is telling me the difference between displayed amount in his Binance and ROYO2. ROYO2 gives you the remaining balance in USDT. The money you have in USDT. And Binance shows you the money you have in USDT and these other coins that you have been trading. It shows you what we call total balance. Total balance means the amount you have in USDT and these other coins you have been trading, the money they have. Then Binance will show you total amount. But ROYO2, the balance displayed in ROYO2, it only shows the balance you have in USDT. The balance you have in USDT. Someone is selling only passport from Internal Affairs. Kampala branch are valid. You people. What is the advantage of switching off? The robot will buy earlier. But if the AI margin call is on, of course, the robot will not just put in your money. It will monitor the market, and by the time it will buy the margin call, it would be necessary for it to buy. But if I leave my trade in cycle, have we given you cycle? The trade, all the trades we are trading are in one shot, because we want the robot to buy the coin. When it rises, the robot sells, and then it gives us our capital. And it gives us our capital plus the profit. So unless if a signal comes and it tells you trade in cycle, that's when you leave it in cycle. If it has not come and told you that you trade in cycle, why do you trade it in cycle? Hey, okay. Hey, someone is asking me a question here. Someone is saying the robot is not buying the margin calls. It is because the AI margin call is on. And I have told you, if the AI margin call is on, the robot will not buy anyhow. It will make sure that by the time it buys, that buy is worth it is worth buying. It will not just put in your money anyhow. Robot ejja kwetegerera oba lubandogere na Luganda. Robot ejja kwetegerera kijja kumala gateekamu ssente. If now you want your robot to buy anyhow using your money, switch off the AI margin call and see. You want it to buy, when you tell it to buy, switch off the AI margin call. Me, I want it to buy when I tell it to buy. Okay, switch off. Switch off the AI margin call. They're the same questions that you are asking. People asking the same questions, I give them the same answer. 10 people asking the same thing. We are talking about AI margin call. The robot will not buy anyhow. And then you're asking the same thing. My robot, yet margin calls want to be bought so that I may have some good profit. If you don't want to switch off the AI margin call, okay. I think the training has ended. I have answered some people's questions, and I have showed you how to calculate your money. The second coin, I told you the second coin will take $100. And what is its first buying amount? Its first buying amount would be 100 divided by 6. 100 divided by 6, giving you $16. $16 for the second coin. For the second coin, or for the second signal that you are going to be trading. For the first signal, use 40% of your trading capital. And when the robot buys it, you receive that message that the robot has bought it. Change from 200 and then you put 20. Change from 200 and then you put 20 as first buying amount for the first coin. You change from 200 and then you put 20. Someone asked me a question, where has the $200 gone? The $200, if the robot buys, the $200 goes to the market. And the reason is why you change from 200 to $20, you want the robot to buy the margin calls. To buy the margin calls using the $20 as we have calculated. As we have what? As we have calculated. Are we together? So then the second signal that you are going to be trading, you are going to put $100 what? $100. But you cannot use $100 as our first buying amount because we want to trade this coin with margin calls. What if you leave it at 200? My friend, do you have that capital? Do you have, how do you know that 200 has gone to the market? I said when the robot buys. Of course, when the robot buys, it will use the $200. Then the $200 go to the market. You people. Maybe you are near your girlfriend. If you if you were a lady, maybe you are near your husband. You go away from him. Tell him, my friend, I'm learning. You know they say opposite, unlike a policy, attract. Like a policy, repair. So stay away. Tell him I'm learning. Someone was asking me if I leave it as 200. Now, if you leave it as $200, where will you get the money to buy the margin calls? Because when you click on margin configuration, this is multiple buying ratio. The robot is multiplying the figure you put here times your first buying amount. The reason as to why we change from 200 and put 20 here is that we want our robot to buy the margin calls, which is going to be, when you come here, it is going to be 1 times 20. Where is 20 coming from? 20 is our first buying amount that we changed. So meaning that when the market drops by 3%, the robot is going to buy one more time, which is going to be 1 times 20. And again, when the market drops by 3%, the robot is going to buy one more time, which is 1 times 20. Then the same, 1 times 20. The same here, 1 times 20. The same here, 1 times 20. Now, if you leave it on 200, if you add the total here, will you have that capital for your robot to buy the margin calls? Okay. Ah. Okay. Someone is asking which means you want to get back the 200. Let me leave the Zoom. Let me leave the Zoom. Have a lovely day, friends. I love you so much. May God bless you. Thank you for trusting in the leaders. Thank you for believing in the leaders. Thank you for believing in AQ. And thank you for rising the crypto ambassadors flag wherever you are. Thank you for representing us across the globe. We love you all. We love you so much from Kenya, Nigeria, Ghana, Uganda here, my motherland. Everywhere you are, UK, US, Italy, we love you so much. We love you so much as the crypto ambassadors. Thank you for believing in us. Thank you for trusting in us. We move.